Attitude Era Podcast. Y'all know what it is. We are live at the conclusion
Yes,
of John Cena's last match.
the GOAT.
Thank you, Cena. Thank you, Cena. Y'all know what it is. The guys in the building. We got Gamaj, your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. If you think he's famous and he doesn't have a picture with Gamaj, he ain't as famous as you think he is.
Bro,
Then you have
Gamage just today posted up a picture with fucking Paris Hilton. It's like, bro, it don't even make sense. If you follow his Instagram, like, you ever seen one of those shows? It's an anthology. Every episode is different. That's
yeah.
Gamage's Instagram. Go watch that, bro. You're gonna see people from all over the universe. He gonna fuck around and post a picture
And
with Jesus next.
And then we got Mr. John Cena himself, the Lego builder, Bob the Builder. There you go. You see it in the background. He got everything from Infinity Gauntlets to Star Wars, like it's back
He
there.
got
If it can
everything.
be built, he got it in Legos. You know what I'm saying?
That's the fact.
And y'all know what it is. The undisputed podcast champion of the world,
Oh man.
King
I'm
HP. Oh, I see it in the chat. We about to go in, baby.
It's gonna be a title match. Should we just jump into it? Because Jerry was hating
Oh,
from the rip
absolutely.
today. Jerry was hating
We
from
got
the rip today. That
135
match
people.
was
They ready to
fire.
hear it.
I said it over there.
What?
I'm gonna say it again. One of the best retirement matches ever. That shit was super fire. I love the whole thing. Very traditional mat-based wrestling, as John Cena is. Traditional Super Cena match. Fire. If you don't like it, you hating. If you don't like it, I don't like you. That's the energy we on tonight. If you don't like that match, I don't like you. That's what it is. Because that was fire.
Raj, how you feeling?
I see Jerry
Feeling
with
over
his hand.
there?
That's good. Good. I'm ready.
I'll say it.
Gamaj,
I don't want to.
he said, if
I,
my mom ain't tell me nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I see you,
yeah,
Gamaj.
I'm
And
really
you know
trying to because I
what?
don't want
That's
to
why
take it.
I'm quiet and gonna be mute a lot in this video because I don't want to violate.
You can't
I'm gonna
violate,
say it
bro.
like this.
Want to violate John Cena? You can't violate
That
John
was
Cena.
the worst ending, and you should fire your creative. You should fire your creative for what you just did with that ending. Absolutely abysmal. Absolutely, you couldn't have
Abysmal
planned it.
is crazy. You pulling out words people never even use to describe this shit. You calling it abysmal? Yo, okay, you go first, and then I'm gonna explain why. Clearly, I just know wrestling more than all of you because everyone thinks that match was not good.
Okay, I'll definitely do this. One, for weeks I've said this. You could have used that same sleeper and not had John Cena give up. Ref stops it. Gunther goes crazy to try to like. No, I want to hear him say it. I want to hear him say it. Now the match is over. You could either Super Cena, you could have someone come out, or you could have Gunther just walk off into the sunset saying, "I did it," and John then bring in John too. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, they were the first two out there. Then bringing him to you could have did anything. The way he tapped with a smile on his face, like so
That was
anticlimactic.
fire. that
Nah, I'm not gonna front. If he was gonna do that, he didn't have to smile. That was
Yeah,
nasty.
bro,
That was
that was
nasty.
horrible. That like it's a like. You know what, guys? Time to get some nachos.
Nah, see, hold on, because now y'all are going crazy. First of all, HP, stop saying they could have done anything. It's gonna make me mad because anyone could have done anything. John Cena could have done anything, and he became the GOAT. So that's what we talk about. John Cena is the GOAT. But the reason behind the smile, they made it clear he hasn't tapped in 20 years. So if you watch the match, he had him in a sleeper hold for like a good 10 minutes. And the point of it was he didn't really lose. He reached a point of acceptance where he was like, you know what? We can hand it off to the next generation. That's it. It's over. That's the last match. And that's why he smiled. 20 fucking all those years. You think he can't smile at the end of a match? That's what we doing right now? He can't smile? That's crazy.
Not if you're getting choked out. I ain't never seen someone get choked out and laugh.
Look, all I'm
Nah,
gonna
he
say is
lost.
this:
People laughing.
That's a
Triple
little
H got to
pause.
go.
That's a little pause. I'm gonna hold you.
I see no reason for anyone in a fight to smile and tap out at the same time.
Ending was diabolical, bro. There hasn't been one person who supported this, and it's not that the match was bad. It's the end that ruined it.
I mean, I thought the match was bad, but the ending made it
I mean,
worse.
hey, it could have been worse, but I'm okay with it because I'm like, Gunther fights a slow style. They had these spots. I'm okay with it. John Cena 40. I'm not expecting him to do what he did with AJ earlier in the year. It's just, it's a lot. However, you didn't have to. That was so bad.
I thought the ending was perfect. Bro,
No,
everyone
man.
knew he was going to lose because that's just the tradition of wrestling. You can't have your last match to a newer guy and win. That just makes no sense for anyone. So we all know he's going to lose. So it's how he did it.
I don't think people were upset about him losing or even him tapping losing. It's just how it was executed.
The one thing that pisses me off, I'll say, is I wish the one thing that pisses me off, I kind of wanted Gunther to stay and give him some props. Give him a little respect. Like, I beat you, but you put up a fight. I do agree that the sleeper shit lasted a little too long, but I attribute that to Cena as being his last match. If you can see, he didn't give a fuck about hiding that he was talking to Gunther. He was like, powerbomb me right now. And you can see it, obviously. He don't give a fuck. It's his last match. He's not trying to. He's like, Gunther now, pin. Like, you can see it.
They've had problems with him doing that before, though. Like, John Cena's doing spots way too loud. It's crazy.
It was a little extra tonight, though. It was a little extra tonight. He was all over.
Nah, Matthew, we all noticed it. That's what we were just splitting and talking about. We're going to come back to it because it really does something to the match where the cameraman zooms in and we all see it. We can't not see it. And it's like, bro, that really just ruined it a lot. I would have preferred you just go to sleep. Or the ref did the old school joint. They did the arm. You haven't seen the arm drops in a minute. Cena, just let your hand go down. He's sleep. He's out.
Because then he's like really sleep out, giving up. But that's what you're not getting. He's reaching up. He's reaching a point of acceptance where he's like, you know what? There's this new guy here, Gunther, I'm wrestling. I can see he's got what it takes. I'm going to blissfully tap out.
Okay, let's go back a week, all week to this weekend last week. Maj, quote me. Do you guys not remember me saying they should have him do this, but Cena pull a Austin at WrestleMania 13 where he doesn't tap, right? That would have been better just to have make the ref make the decision. He don't want to see this happen. He pulls up. He rips off. He got a John Cena shirt under the ref jersey. Like Gunther, like that's bullshit. Tries to put him back into anything.
You said the ref. You said the ref rips off his shirt. He got a John Cena.
And had the John Cena. Like I'm not letting this happen. He can't defend himself.
Some shit.
Bro, that would have worked way better than watching Cena tap out smiling. Like, time for the nachos.
I loved it. I loved it.
We don't even like the nachos.
You don't even eat nachos. I like it.
Don't.
I thought it was the perfect match. Man. I thought it was. You can't. This is what I was saying before we went live.
You ain't telling the truth.
Okay. So let's get into it. Give me 5 better retirement matches. Because I'm saying that's top 5 retirement matches. Name me 5 better.
It's a big number.
That's a big number, you said?
Yeah, because most of these guys don't ever get a chance to retire.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is big. That you learn that.
All right, I'll go with 5. I'll go with 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, Ric Flair's WWE WrestleMania retirement.
We're gonna name things that are classified as retired, even though he still wrestled for like 20 years after that match. Because we shouldn't even count that because he just had his actual last match.
Well, you know what, Z? I'm gonna say something to you like to use. If it ain't WWE, it don't matter.
You're right.
Can't even do that with this.
Right. You facts. I'm not even gonna hold you. You're right. So don't look at me like that. Like you did just drop some facts. I'm gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
This is what you said.
If it's not WWE, it don't matter. So Ric Flair, that was what I was gonna give you. I got another one in mind.
Shawn Michaels HBK. Shawn Michaels HBK versus Taker.
100%. Versus that was the other one I had in mind. We need 3 more.
Those 2, bar none. Now it gets a little difficult.
Marketed as retirement matches, not that it just happens to be the last time the motherfucker wrestled. That was marketed.
See, that's the thing. So many wrestlers have just left, and then they were like, "Hey, I'm done." They didn't do
Yeah,
the
but
retire. Like
that's different from what
like
we talking about.
not to take away from what Gamaj said and what you said in previous, but I would use Stings, but Darby Allin and such. But you don't think
Get out
AEW?
of
We ain't
here.
gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there.
Ain't no Sting in the.
We
I get
won't.
mad
We
whenever
won't.
you bring that motherfucker up.
We won't. We won't even go there. But
You know what just kills me
last
about that
retirement
before
matches,
you
I
go
would say
on? Hold on, before you go on, just kills me that there are motherfuckers out there who really like wrestling, and you name they top 5, and they really be like, "Oh, Sting, of course, like Sting." Like it just kills
oh
me
stop.
inside.
I gotta mute you. People are going to shun you
bro.
because
Bro,
that's like saying
You
you're a
know,
huge
you know what it
basketball
is?
fan
He
and
he
you're talking
hates.
about
He
like,
does not like Sting the way I don't like Cena. That's why he's saying that.
no, you're just wrong
yeah, but
about the
that comment is crazy. That's a crazy to this Sting
okay,
is
so wait,
Sting is an
what's
icon.
what's the basketball analogy? Because you was about to use a basketball analogy. What's that like?
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
like
one in
saying,
basketball who's considered one of the greatest of all time showed up for one game and lost, and then everything else they did was outside
well,
the
I
NBA.
will give you a guy. Dr. J barely played in the NBA.
But
Barely
he
played
became
in the
one of the
NBA.
greatest of all time when he was
The
there.
majority, yes, he's one of the
He ain't
greats.
lose to Triple H and fucking Seth Rollins. Dr. J would
Listen. He lost to Magic in them.
never. Of course.
You know, I mean, you know, but I will say this. A third person, and just slipped my mind. Oh my God, let me bring it back. Who did I just have in my brain for the third match? Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. You can't name 5
And I
better
wasn't gonna say
retirement.
Goldberg. I wasn't gonna say Goldberg. Not
You think
Goldberg.
that was
Goldberg getting
better?
his mic cut was iconic.
You think Goldberg versus Gunther
No,
was
Gunther.
better than
No,
that?
no, no.
Come on now.
Man, I just had somebody in my brain too, and I was like, oh yeah, he was fire. He had the other one.
You can't name
Oh, Macho Man.
many better.
Macho Man Randy Savage. He put his career up against the Ultimate Warrior in a steel cage match. I believe it was SummerSlam, but I could be
Is that
wrong
a
on the
fact?
event. But it was the
If that's
Macho King,
a
and he was
fact, I'll give you that.
yeah. So he had, and we all know he went on to do more. But as far as his WWE, that was his last. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yo, it's either me or my career." And Warrior won with standing on his chest with his foot too. But it's hard. It's like a lot of people just dipped off of the sunset.
That's what I'm
So
saying, though. That's why that's top
Cena
5.
could be in there. I really can't even think that many people
That
who
was a fire
officially
match, yo.
retired and had a last match. Kane never had a last match that was advertised as a
Oh no,
retirement
he the
match.
mayor of Knoxville right now. He gonna show up next
He do
election
some
rally
fire
and
shit.
fucking chokeslam someone. But
Yeah,
that's
then
the
he
thing.
chose WCW.
And I like that they had the attitude era rules. They was outside the ring for like 5 minutes and the ref wasn't counting. Wasn't counting nothing.
Yeah. Fans are fed up paying these prices for this crap, terrible booking. Triple H is ruining wrestling. Yo,
Yeah, Mike.
they were chanting "F you."
Yo, Mike. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone that paid them tickets, I feel bad for y'all, man.
Yeah,
And that's
we
not
almost
even
went.
and that's not even and that's not even in regards to the Cena match only. Just the event as a whole. I don't think it was worth that money I paid.
No, I felt the same way about WrestlePalooza. I felt like I don't want to say robbed, but I felt I well overpaid to be in the second row and the action spilled over. Remember, it's CM Punk and Seth. They
He was
spilled
in
my
the
drink
second
and all
row
that.
of WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, me and DNA.
Bro, that's some Jerry shit. You gonna go to the second row of WrestlePalooza? Why would that be the one that you finally? You know
Because
how
they
many
advertised
events
it like
I've
it was
tried to
supposed to
get
be
Jerry to
crazy.
pull up second row too, and he goes to fucking WrestlePalooza. We supposed
And
look at
that's where I
Gamage
got into it
dancing
with
at
you.
that
So
shit. Look at Gamage dancing at that shit. Oh, that
nah, it
is
was horrible. SummerSlam was fire.
SummerSlam was
SummerSlam, SummerSlam was fire, but WrestlePalooza was still in my brain that we're only getting 4 matches with this John Cena joint, and I don't have faith that WWE is going to do a good job. And I felt tonight they proved that. I thought the Saturday Night Main Event was okay. I thought Javon Evans and Leon Slater fucking cooked. Holy
I ain't
shit.
seen that match.
Them boys was out there wilding. If you got a chance to see it, that unfortunately Leon Slater's a part of TNA. So we ain't gonna get too many
Ron
more of
Evans
those.
is fire though. Javon Evans is fire.
Yeah,
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. He proved it against Randy Orton down in NXT. He proved it
yeah.
on the main roster when he came up for versus Gunther in the last time is now tournament. He is main roster ready. Obafemi, are y'all ready to move? We're gonna come back to Cena. There's no way we can't.
You talking about the
I don't
Obafemi
want to.
match?
Tonight was full of bullshit. What was that?
Yeah, the Obafemi match was bullshit. I
Yeah.
don't even know why they would choose to do it. I feel like that's a little disrespectful to Obafemi. They didn't want, you know
Drew
what it
looked like
is? They didn't want no one to lose, and they didn't know how the fuck to get out of it.
But what you see, what made it worse with that was you had Drew deliberately hit Cody. The referee sees it, so technically it's a win for Cody via D. That should not have happened.
Cody technically did win that match.
Yeah, he did.
But what's sad is if it's a non-title match, you can let Cody lose.
Right. And personally, before that happened, I didn't mind the match. And Oba was wilding on Cody, bro.
Oba was wild. Oba looked every part of the main roster. This is what sucks about Cody's reign. Never has he had a real challenge where you're like, damn. In that ring tonight, he sold well and he made Oba look great. And Oba produced a move set that looked like it would dominate Cody from pillar to post, literally. I mean, that's what Cody needs to have a strong title run. You
Right.
need guys who are gonna, where
And
you
I
don't
was
look
and I
like
was
you're gonna
even
win
gonna
everything.
say, when you look at Oba face to face with Cody, that was the first time in a while that I felt like Cody could be facing someone that was a legitimate threat. You
Total
had that with
threat.
Oba.
But if
Yeah.
anything, if you really wanted to, like, you could have gave Oba the win off like a lucky roll up or some shit that don't make Cody. It happens all the time, and Cody
Yeah, you
could
could have
just
done
look
that.
shocked, like he just got caught up. You know what I mean? Like it happens
Yeah.
all the time. I feel like if it's weird because like Cody doesn't seem like bringing it back to the GOAT Cena. When he was champion, when Randy was champion, in that time when Undertaker got to be champion, Shawn, they felt like untouchable. Like it was really like, damn, like who can beat them other than one of them? You know what I mean? Cody don't feel like that. Cody don't feel like untouchable really, like them old, like them old champions. So I think it would have been a really good opportunity to give Oba that crazy win to push him, but I don't know. They can't do that to Cody either. He's in a weird spot.
100% agree. I think, but not with the weird spot. I think his weird spot is Triple H or whoever's got his back to the point where he doesn't lose. He does not. He's not. There's nothing about Cody's game where I look at him where I think he could be the most dominant champion ever.
Hey, the
I don't look
ghost,
at his.
the ghost is saying Triple H ain't beating them allegations.
Yeah. I mean,
He's never going to beat him
well, and
as
the other
long as
problem is
top superstars are
Cody's still
not getting
stuck
pushed
defending
properly.
that title only within SmackDown. It's not a lot of threats on SmackDown for him. That was the one advantage Roman had. He was able to face both people on both shows.
And that's what I liked about like when there's only one belt, you could just everybody trying to gun for that one belt. I like that.
Hence the women's tag team division. Fire right now.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
why the
lot
women's
going on.
tag division has gotten a lot better.
And when you look at Cody, you brought Drew over, you brought Damian Priest. Those could have been some good matchups. Damian Priest has since spiraled out of existence, damn near.
I haven't I seen him back with Rhea Ripley. Like I barely heard of Damian Priest.
Bro, he lost to Aleister Black.
How bad it is with Damian Priest.
It's moments like this when I'm like, yo, he should have taken that Namor role. He could have been Namor about to appear in fucking Doomsday instead of where he at, bro.
Yeah, I think that. But part of it is the creative. They have said this numerous times. We're like, well, we don't have anything to do with these characters, so they just sit home. You had nothing to do with Shinsuke Nakamura. You had nothing to do with all these superstars. And for months of Cody's reign, we're like, damn, Kobe has no challengers. AJ sat around for a while before they finally brought him back. So, like, creative with less shows, not only just less shows. When you have a show like PLEs, you condense it down to 4 to 5 matches. You got 70 stars on roster. 4 matches is 8 people. What the mother 62 doing? If you give me a tag team match, you got 60 other people playing with underarms and deodorant.
And they
They ain't doing shit.
expecting to make SmackDown 3 hours. 3 hours of what?
Oh my god, that's gonna be. Hey, at least one of those hours is gonna be a smoke. It might be the middle hour. We never know. But, bro, it's going to be like you tune in for a little, you watch the first hour. That second hour is smoke break territory. There's going to be a drastic dip in the fucking charts when they come out because you're going to watch the first hour, smoke, and watch the last hour because that's all anybody gives a fuck about. Adding that is just what I think it is nobody's watching TV anymore. So they got to find a way to boost ratings as much as they can. SmackDown is one of the last shows actually getting live viewers. Let's keep it real. So they're gonna add another hour and try to get some even more numbers to pat their statistics. You know what I mean?
If they want to make those ratings, if they want to make them ratings better, if for those 3 hours, they better do some NXT call ups immediately.
Oh yeah, that's coming. After John Cena's gone, bro, they need to fill the void. They need to and again, John Cena wanted his last event to be NXT heavy. So I think what's it called? I think after this, even starting to come in the new year, you're gonna see mad call-ups and shit.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision. So Ruka had a match with Bailey, okay match, good for she got the win. So very good on that part.
Actually, speaking of that match, you see how Ruka and Bailey did the roll-up pin counter? That's how Ruka won.
Yeah.
You could have done that with Oba and Cody.
Yup.
You could have done that. And Cody would have been fine.
And you could have Cody lifting his arm and congratulating him after, be like, yo.
Yeah.
And if anyone, bruh, see, John Cena can't do that. Because John Cena was the little upcoming rookie at one point, but he was kind of always that guy. Cody understands what it is to be the rookie. He's even seen as the rookie champion almost. So he would be the right one to do that.
Yeah.
They need to give Oba that rematch, man. They fucked that whole thing up.
See, they're time pressed because now you have another Saturday night main event, January 24th. You have the Royal Rumble right after that. So everything is building to those two events. The Royal Rumble is probably going to be Drew, if not Saturday night main event versus Cody, which means he'll be on one or the other. He'll be on one or the other. And that's just the meat and potatoes. Where does Oba get in after that? Because we're going to WrestleMania season. Oba Femi does not have a high enough name for WWE to have confidence to go into WrestleMania as the world or WWE undisputed champion. They will not do it. Not in this year, not in 2025.
Well, I'll say this. In the new year coming, I think we're going to expect to see, first of all, HP. You've been saying meat and potatoes a lot. I don't know where that phrase came from. I don't know if you're hungry, if you just ate or something, but you've been saying that a lot, and I fuck with it. I wanted to give you props. I'm remembering shit now that I had to give props at, because the second thing I wanted to give props to is green shirt guy. He dropped a few pounds. You looking good, green shirt dude. Keep doing your thing. I've seen that. Oh. The other person I wanted to give props to, but hold on. That is pause. But next I got to give props to Trish Stratus because Resume, she was looking extra good tonight. A little extra. And who was that next to her? Was that Eve?
Yeah, Eve Torres.
Eve Torres was looking proper. Trish Stratus was looking extra proper, though. So I wanted to give props to all of them. Then I was going to say in 2026, I think we can expect, honestly, if I had to guess, and if it was up to me, I think it's the year of Braun Breaker, bro. I think that's it. This is the year where he really takes over. You're going to see him get one of those belts. You're going to see him be the top draw, the top star. I think it's the year of Braun. We're going to see a lot of call-ups, and we're going to see wrestling. Sometimes it takes a long time. People forget. The people who've been in it 10, 11 years already, or not even 10, maybe 7, 8, they're going to start to get those belts and shit now. So we don't see.
Yeah, don't forget January 5th, the first episode, the anniversary episode of Raw on Netflix. It's Braun Breaker versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title.
Oh, that's right.
If it's up to me, I'm putting the belt on Braun, bro. I see no reason to wait on it.
Immediately. CM Punk don't even look right holding the belt, bro. He looks 62 and like legs wobbling and shit. He looked like a gray toothpick with a belt. He don't even look right holding that shit. Get it
No,
off
I
him.
think he definitely aged overnight from the year he first got back. At
Disgusting work,
Survivor
bro.
Series, he's aged uh, a lot, you know, and he's aging in real life. We all are, but it's just you can see it. The schedule might be getting to him. The bags under his eyes, the hair, him growing it out versus the shortcut doesn't help.
Bro, and he don't even look like one of those like old tough guys. You know what I mean? He just looked like old. Like he don't look like no grizzled old guy. Like I feel like if I seen him on the street and he was giving me attitude, I'll be like, bro, I'll fuck your old ass up. What are you talking about? So like I think they gotta give that belt up to someone else. Have CM Punk do the big attraction matches, but he's at the point where he don't even need a belt for people to tune into his matches anyway. So
No, I think you're. I
I'm
think you're
glad
right
it
on point.
wasn't just me because he's looking crazy right now.
No, he definitely is.
No, I
It's
agree, and he doesn't look much of a threat anymore.
At all.
no,
And then in
And he never
No.
comparison to
really
Braun,
did in the first place. But he looked like the kind of like before he had the look of like yo, if he tells you not to come to school, don't show up to school. He had that kind of look. You know what I mean? Like unhinged.
Yeah.
Now it's just like he looked like he gonna talk to you and explain shit for like an hour and a half. I don't like it, bro.
he looks like the teacher. Like you said, how he talked about going.
Exactly.
He looks like the teacher now. You know what I mean? So, but I do think the January 5th episode is great. I think we see John Cena get announced for the Hall of Fame shortly. I don't know if it's gonna be this year's or next year's. One of the two. One of the two. I don't know if they want to step on Stephanie McMahon, but I don't think she's the draw. I don't think she. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they can't
Um,
put them both in the
it
same
would
class.
no, it would be. I think she is the draw because they announced her the earliest they've ever announced anybody to be inducted.
Yeah, they can't put that. I
Right.
think they're gonna wait like a year. And after
I
And
give
put
them
John in.
I give them 2027 probably,
yeah,
if not
and maybe
28.
even announce him mad early. Announce him mad early.
Actually, wait, 27. That's when they're doing it in Saudi, right? You really think they're
Yeah.
gonna do that in Saudi for Cena?
Nah, he's a Patriot. They about to do that in 28. They about to
Yeah,
do that.
I'm thinking more those
But I
are
feel like
28.
he would be the type to do it in Saudi, just as some like cultural shit.
Yeah, if you're trying to sell tickets, but I think when you do it in Saudi gonna sell out. Saudi, they support it. They love wrestling. You don't need it. You don't need it. I think when you come back to the States with these, because also, did you see the ticket prices? It's cheaper for you to buy a ticket, go to the Saudi Arabia Royal Rumble in Riyadh, get a hotel room, and fly back than it is to get a ticket to a regular event, which is insane. Tickets are $400, $600 for VIP. Bro, $600 put you in the nose. You want to know what I paid for each night at SummerSlam
$600
for
for
just my
nosebleed?
ticket? And remember, I had a +1 when I came to SummerSlam.
Oh,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
remember.
For both
Mhm.
nights. You know what I mean? I was doing pretzels and all that, lightly
Oh, I
salted,
see.
a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Dipping sauce with it. You know what I'm saying? I was dipping, baby. But let's not get it twisted. Then ticket prices was
So you got
outrageous.
it twisted.
I ain't take one to WrestlePalooza, but remember, I didn't even get back till Monday morning. I had to call into work like, oh yeah, you're gonna be a little late. I just landed. I just got back to Jacksonville. Like, bro, it's 9 o'clock on a Monday. The event was Saturday. Yo, but yeah, John Cena's. I don't know where WrestleMania will be after the Riyadh year, but you might be right. Wait till they bring it back to the States. Ticket
Yeah.
price will probably be high, but John Cena can sell it. I think that just the name.
Yeah,
But they
I
can't
think
show no highlights from tonight.
even having Stephanie and John in the same class would be kind of weird. But also, real quick, one more thing about CM Punk looking
Done for
dusty.
WWE.
AJ Lee still look mad good. CM Punk be
Never
looking
mind.
dusty. AJ Lee still look mad good. I just had to say that because AJ be looking good. What you say about John Cena?
No, but just like, what has Stephanie done for? Like, whenever I think about the fact she got in, we all know why Vince wasn't in, right? But like, you think the first McMahon to get inducted, if you don't induct Vince, is Stephanie or Shane? I would say Shane.
Nah, it's definitely Stephanie. Vince definitely like her more. But I will say
No,
this.
bro. Shane was in line to take the company at one point in that documentary. Paul Heyman was like, "If you think it's a good idea, you're gonna have to kill me for it and shit." Shane Danner died multiple times in that ring,
I don't know,
or
bro.
he wasn't even in the ring, bro.
Vince is a
He
daddy's
was
girl. He always said that though.
Yeah,
fair.
and even when you watch documentaries, they're always talking about how Stephanie was behind the scenes with her dad, always learning shit, doing everything. The reason I love, I love Stephanie in like the Hall of Fame, and I just fuck with Stephanie McMahon is one because in her prime, like the attitude, a pretzel, a super pretzel, and I love a pretzel who be like, "Yo, hey, you piss me off, I'll go get my dad, he'll fire you." I'll be like, "Girl, shut up!" Like I love pretzels that be trying to act crazy like that. That's just my thing. I'm toxic like that, and she was maybe the most toxic pretzel. Second of all, I love it when they like talk her up. They be like, "Yo, she changed women's wrestling. She defined what women's wrestling." I'll be like,
in line.
I don't know, but you know what? Go get him, Stephanie. That's why I like it. I think she clearly just like using her power to get them to talk better about her and shit. I'm fucking with it, bro. Little abuse of power.
Let me spin it back to Mr. Cena for a little bit, right? John Cena had his match tonight. Gunther, if you're just tapping in, just tuning in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Attitude Era podcast. We see John Cena for the last time tonight. If we didn't get any run-ins, are we cool with that? Are we okay with that? A lot of speculation of who might pop up and blah, 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 blah. Are we okay with not getting a WrestleMania 40 style match tonight? Or are we good with it was one-on-one. It was mano a mano. John gave it all, his all. Are we better? Which did you prefer? Are you happy with what you got, or did you wish we would have heard a theme song?
Nah, I'm happy with how it went because whose theme song would even really hit? Like The Rocks or some shit? Like, I don't like that. I think they should leave it alone. I think it was good. Classic.
See, my thing is, even if it was going to be like we're going to put in a bunch of people in there, let's be honest, the people who we would have wanted to have done that anyway weren't going to be available.
Well, no. Kurt Angle was front row. RVD was front row.
What's Kurt Angle going to do?
Yeah, that's
just
a
let
fact.
the music hit.
Watch. Bro, Kurt Angle's
Let
just gonna walk. That's why that shit don't be hitting. Like when Undertaker came out for Cody dressed in regular ass clothes, like that shit was awful.
Oh, Undertaker had on my
That was
hoodie.
worse than anything we seen today. He came out dressed like you, Jerry. He looked like your outfit right now. Like, and they think that's cool. Like that shit was awful. That's one of the worst things I ever seen in my life in wrestling. Is when the Undertaker just came out in the clothes he happened to be wearing and fucking choke slam. Who was it? Fucking Roman Reigns. That's the worst thing I ever seen in my god.
No, he caught The Rock.
Oh yeah, The Rock. Bro, The Rock in Versace.
Yeah.
And the Undertaker comes out in the hoodie he woke up in to save the day. That was awful, bro.
Now, and if that night things went the way they wanted and it had been Stone Cold Steve Austin instead, would have been a crazier moment.
That would have been literally perfect. Literally the perfect moment. They ain't have enough bread for Stone Cold, bro.
Yeah.
Steven wanted a little extra. Undertaker said,
"Let me get paid it."
Yeah, Undertaker said, "Let me get a quick 60." Stone Cold said, 60? You doing it for 60? Anyway, I don't even leave for 60.
Undertaker been retired. Mark Calloway been just popping up in spots and it's been aggravating me.
I hate it, bro.
Mark Calloway was there tonight.
Yeah, I hate Mark Calloway, bro. Undertaker is on my Mount Rushmore. Mark Calloway, bro, shut the fuck up. You be fucking popping up in sweatpants talking about vote for Donald Trump. Bro, I hate you, Mark Calloway.
Like, forgot about that.
I don't even got enough.
Let me ask you a question. Tonight in that tribute, we saw a face we haven't seen in WWE in over a year. Vince McMahon.
Vince? Yeah.
Are you surprised they put him in?
Hell nah. They trying to sneak him back in that motherfucker any way they can, bro. Triple H keeps mentioning him, man. They trying to get him back in there. I see the writing on the wall, bro.
No. Because the thing is with Vince, it's you can't erase Vince. You just can't erase him.
At all. Bro, they just had John Cena on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan asked him, yo, did you hear this, Gamage? They was like, who should we have up here? Or maybe they asked Tony Cliff. First person he said, Vince McMahon. And John Cena was like, oh, yeah, you need to interview Vince McMahon immediately. Like, everyone was very pro Vince. Like, I'm telling you, give it a few years, you're going to hear, no chance. And this motherfucker's going to walk down to the ring. I see it, bro.
I like those type of thoughts because I definitely would love to hear Vince in the WWE again. I just would want him in a capacity where he could do more of what he would like. The genetic jackhammer is. If Vince is here, Cody's not champ.
That's because not true. Vince is the one who made him champ.
No. Vince, let's go back to when Undertaker had that title and got embarrassed. Then ratings dip, and he's like, we're putting the belt back on Steve. He said he called Triple H, Kane, all these people Undertaker respected. Undertaker felt away. Vince looked at them ratings. When your segments, if they keep bombing, we're going to change it because they're not responding to you. They have not responded to Cody since he's been champion.
I've been saying Cody's whack.
Huh?
I've been saying Cody's whack.
No, right. But in Vince's era, Cody wouldn't be champion now, but he might be a 3 or 4 time champion because Cody would have had like quicker range just to transition.
Yeah, I don't think Cody would have had like a year title run.
No.
I don't think he
remember when the SmackDown ratings tank. Then on the second run, they were like, bro, they broke under 1 million views. You are now in the NXT numbers. Bro, Vince would have been like, shit, God damn it. Hey, Braun, putting the title on Braun tonight. Braun's not on SmackDown. Drew, come here. We're putting the title on Drew tonight. Like,
yeah, Vince would have had those motherfuckers drop the title at a house show. He ain't care about nothing.
Vince it happened multiple times. Ric Flair dropped it at a house show to the Vertigo. Diesel won it at a house show.
Yeah.
He won his world title at a house show.
Remember Triple H's Hall of Fame shit? He had a whole section of his speech dedicated to Vince McMahon. They're prepping the audience slowly for eventually. And I don't even know what's happening. Like, I'll look this up. What's happening with his court case and stuff. But eventually that shit is going to get resolved, whether it's found guilty, settled. If he's found guilty, he probably won't ever show up again. But if it's settled out of court or something other than him being found guilty, he's definitely popping back up. And you definitely going to hear the crowd go crazy. It's not going to be like no Hulk Hogan shit. People is going to fuck with Vince McMahon when he comes back, bro.
Paul Heyman as a head writer would be really, really good. There's some other guys, too, that they're pretty good. I just don't know where they're at creatively. Like, if you go on Indeed right now, right? If you go on Indeed right now, strike me down. Yo, listen, I'm going to do it right now. Type in WWE jobs. It's not hard, y'all. Just do it. Just type in WWE into your Indeed account and search. Hold on, why my phone acting slow? Okay. I'm back. I got it.
Oh no, y'all! I'm looking at some more of these new charges that keeps coming up, and I don't think Vince ever popping up. I just read one article real quick, and I was like, God damn, how are they even mentioning him if this is true? Because this is new, but this shit is crazy.
You can't get this. See, y'all see these WWE jobs, right?
I'm about to apply.
I can scroll. Now. There's a few.
What is
There's a few.
I'm about to apply for one.
You got Indeed? Indeed or Glassdoor?
I'm about to go to Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Now. Just type in WWE and then put like New York, right? Put 25 miles. That's your travel. Executive assistant, partnership, marketing. 60,000 a year. They got the director of global partnerships. Let me see. Now let me go out of Let me go out of New York. Where's
all right, so we got
Maine. What's the place? Connecticut, right?
I see them all. Stamford, Connecticut. But I think they moved from there. Okay, hold on. I gotta tap out in a few minutes, but we're gonna go over all these jobs.
Producer, WWE production, assistant producer, executive producer, senior financial analysis, facility strategy, and project court. These are all WWE jobs. Paralegal.
Hold on. you're going too fast. We gotta assign these
Bro,
jobs.
they got like 25 job openings. They always got
That's
job
what we
openings.
giving. That's what we giving Jerry. We giving him the producer, WWE Digital Production. We gonna give the subcontractor trainee. That's for WWE Home Improvement. I'll take that one. I don't mind being a sub. Oh, that shit is only $10 an hour. How are they still paying $10 an hour at WWE? We got associate producer, WWE branding and development. We might give that to Gamage because he knows everyone. He's gonna get their brand pop. He's gonna be taking a picture with the belt and Paris Hilton today. We got executive assistant. That's the one I'm taking because that's gonna get me real close to the pretzels. I'm gonna be like, yo, they be like, what you doing here? I'm executive assistant. You need a job that could sound like you doing anything. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? To be like, what you doing? Like, I'm consulting. You could be doing anything. So I'm gonna take that one for sure. They got a lot of jobs up there.
Yeah, they got a lot. Tonight we doing Duce, brother. I don't know if
I. Oh shit! It's the Super Bowl
we
hours.
doing the Duce. Yeah. We had to do because I finished my classes. I'm out of school. I got about 1 month off. I wrapped up last night. My last time was due at 11:59, the stroke of midnight, and I literally turned in at 11:59 and passed my African American experience with a 70.165.
What is you getting a degree in right now?
Environmental health and safety.
Hold on. Before you answer, full rewind. You passed it with what? What was your total grade that you passed
a
with?
70.165. Like I couldn't really come any more closer.
Hold on. What class did you pass with a 70%?
African American experience.
I'm just saying.
You know what's crazy?
If I took a class called Palestinian Lego fan, I'd get 100. That's what I'm saying. I don't. You 30.
Yeah, but like it's not like my first order of business was trying to teach them about like CPT, right? So I turned several assignments in after the due date. So I let her know that, hey, I'm on CPT. If you knew this, because my teacher is non-melanated. She's not melanated. So that was another like issue we had because I got an assignment about doing it on color
What's
people.
CPT for the audience who don't know? Okay, so basically
also known as real nigga time.
Let me just to catch everyone up. Jerry is trying to talk his way out of why he got a bad grade in his class by blaming basically his entire race.
I tried to educate her. Like, listen, I'm not working on your schedule. You're not even melanated. The class is my African American experience, and you're taking points off of my. Like, are you kidding me?
And then that is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna hold you, Jerry. That is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I want to get out of this school. Then I had my probability and statistics course. I got a B. It was cool. I did okay in that one. I was like an 86. No, 84. I finished with 84.
What did you get a major in again?
Environmental health and safety. I'm already an environmental health and safety manager for one facility, and I assist in another facility until they put the word out that I'm regional. My thing is, I want to get my certified safety professional certification. That's where we get what's the word?
Pretzels. That's what you're talking about.
No. We getting pretzels. As Vinny. Hey, pretzels we already in the pretzels.
That's why you going that way. I fucking see you, Jerry. I would go where the pretzels was at too, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? We gotta upgrade the bins. My liquor cabinet needs a little bit of upgrading. I just did the backyard. You know, we got the lights. We good. So we got to upgrade. I got to get more tickets. Since now that John Cena is going home, I got to go see Roman Reigns. Well, yeah, I would go see Roman. Roman's fire.
They took him out. John Cena heard his name. Gamage said you can't see me. You see that? He just went on block. He just said you can't see me.
Let's get back to the Saturday night main event. What are your thoughts on R-Truth, The Miz, and say his name? And
oh my God, hold on. I'll talk about this and then I got to tap out because I got to wake up early for work. That was awful. I fucking hate that they felt like they had to involve Joe Hendry. That was disgusting. I love when Miz came out and he was like, yeah, even when R-Truth came out, I fucked with it all, other than when Joe Hendry came out. That is like, I don't know why they felt. Is he still TNA? What is Joe Hendry right now?
He's WWE.
Yeah.
He's WWE official.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm hating, but if I'm hating, I'm cool. I just hate all the love he's getting. And I'll say it. I just hate it all. I hate his theme song. I hate his move set. I hate his hair. Like everything about Joe Hendry, I just hate. I hate the way he turns. I hate his walk. Like I hate that he was Randy Orton. Like there's not a damn thing I like about Joe Hendry now that I think about it for real. I hate that he just appears when you say his name. That's why you never hear me saying his name for real. Like it's not a thing I like about that man. I'm just being honest. So
It'd be
that shit
dope if you
kind
would
of
have
made me
popped up right
angry.
in this podcast.
That would be great. That would be low key crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you at all.
Did the
But that's
spin
all I
on
gotta say.
camera turn?
I gotta tap out, y'all. So to recap, fuck Joe Hendry, Attitude Era podcast. Bricks is the vibes. Look at this. We got the exclusive Star Trek. That's really the hot shit if you know Lego right now. That's the hottest shit in the streets. But yo, I'll be tapped in next week.
Get y'all one of
Attitude
these manuals, man. We going through these regulations, general industry standards, baby. OSHA, man.
Yo, no ocean shit. Stay safe, y'all.
Uh,
Salute, salute, salute. Y'all know what it is. Attitude Era podcast. Our truth finally returning, talking about you took this guy's balls and cheated. I really am. I thought for a second he was gonna say it was his opportunities that he took because
yeah,
our
that's what
truth
I thought it
wasn't
was
in the
going.
tournament. Yeah. Fans chanting AEW on the post show right now. That's crazy. That's
Yeah, I was trying
crazy.
to watch it. I
WWE
can't
has really
even.
lost a lot of steps in their game, to be honest. And
Yeah,
can they get it back? Yeah, absolutely. All it takes is a couple base singles, and all of a sudden they're primed up for a home run, and they're back in the driver's seat. I mean, no one saw the tribal thing in the bloodline sweeping the country like it did.
yeah,
At one point, Roman Reigns was like he could not get over. Remember, and you just paired him with the right people. Changes. One thing you got to do is change the look. No one likes crew cut Brock Lesnar, but one ponytail bearded Brock is a menace. So sometimes you need that. And Roman Reigns is the same thing. Grow that beard. Remember, he had the little goatee, was just over here. Now grow that thing out fully. Slick, put the man bun up. Get your temples faded and talk slow, methodical, and straight to the point about beating people ass. And that's it. And bam. And walk like you're in God mode. You know what I'm saying? What's God mode? They just you know what I'm saying? Um, so it doesn't take much for W because they have a huge plethora of talent to pull from. The problem is, I think right now, the way you do shows, paper PLEs specifically, you're not using your talent. So too much talent doesn't get seen. They sit in limbo. They're irky jerky. They're doing something for 2 months, then they're gone for a month and a half. They come back after a month and a half. They do something for maybe 6 months. Some guys are consistent all the way through, like LA Knight, but you never give them the opportunities we ask you for. So all this WWE universe. Remember, John Cena was like, I mean, a lot of people say they're like, that's when we listen to the WWE universe. You gotta know these are the guys. No, we don't. We don't. You don't listen to the WWE universe. You don't. And when
at
you
all.
do, you brought Ron Killings back. You made a fire shirt and some slogans for him. I saw them with my own two eyes. What was it? It was like killing season because he was like, I remember he shaved his head. It was like, oh shit, and it did nothing. Nothing. You never really revisited it. You never pushed for Ron Killings to get the rematch. I'm not playing with you, John. Um, so I don't know. They never had a match after the celebration, which surprised me. Like Taker and Rock coming out and shaking hands. I knew the Rock wasn't coming when we saw his video in the thing. I was like, oh hell. When it was him and Taker and they were like flip flopping back and forth between what they were talking about, I was like, nah, buddy, he ain't popping out. Then the only thing I was thinking the whole time with the submission was break the walls down. I was like, yo, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Somebody gotta come out, and then
You were
that
you
didn't
were
happen.
way you see you guys were way too hopeful for Jericho, and I don't know why.
You just haven't seen him on TV in a while, and he was last I seen him. He was really talking very positively about the WWE. Very positive,
So
overly
was
positive.
Edge, and he's still on contract. Why are we hopeful?
Yeah, no, but I don't know if Jericho's under contract. That's the hopeful part. That was at least where my hope came from. You know what I mean? Anything else was like a bonus. It would have been nice to see Tony Khan be like, "Hey, John Cena's last match. I'll strike a deal. Any two superstars you want, $100,000 for one night. You got them. You got them. Take your pick. I'll let them know they'll be there. They'll be there, but keep them in the back. Don't even let nobody see them. Don't let the camera hit them. Nothing. And then I want you to use them in your match because you don't even have to say our company's name, but people will know. People will know.
But
Because
they both petty. That's why it wasn't gonna happen.
oh yeah, facts, facts. Do you think John Cena, aka Z, brought up a point about the 5 best retirement matches? Let me Google. Let me see what the computer says, right? And let's see if we agree where we place John Cena's match. Then separate the match from his tour. Because some people did have final tours. Ric Flair did. It wasn't a year, but remember he did the whole from now until if I lose, I'm gone. You know what I mean? And um top 10 WWE retirement matches. And I spelled retirement wrong. Retirement matches. Let's see what the computer gives us. Now, remember, I said Macho Man. I said HBK with Taker for HBKs and then Ric Flair. Number 1, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, I'm sorry. Number 2, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Oh, man. I don't know how no one said this one. You ready?
What?
Edge versus Albert Del Rio 2011. The real life retirement of Edge, where he had to relinquish the title due to neck injuries.
I didn't know if that counted because he fought Sheamus.
Right. They got Triple H versus Bautista on here at WrestleMania 35, saying this is Triple H's true last match. But once you italicize that,
No, no.
Mick Foley. Mick Foley had one for Triple H, career versus title. And that was Foley's first retirement. Yeah, I don't know if any
I
of you
can't count anything fully. He had like 4 or 5 retirement matches.
ever thought about this one because of the shit that Z said. But I was like, nah, it wasn't really a retirement match. But they got it listed here as number 10. Sting versus Seth Rollins, 2015 Night of Champions. Injury forced retirement, not planned as a retirement match, but it ended Sting's WWE in-ring career. It definitely did. That
It,
turnbuckle bomb. And then some of the other things that got listed: Ultimate Warrior versus Randy. It was WrestleMania 7. AJ Styles and Undertaker, WrestleMania 36,
yeah.
the cinematic match. I don't know if I liked it that one though. I don't know. But now that now that the retirement tour is over, what are your final thoughts on this?
Ass.
Hmm?
Ass.
Are you saying ass like booty cheeks or pass like John
No,
Stockton?
ass like it was booty cheeks. It was dirt.
Mm, damn. Okay. Things you could have did to improve it.
Where do you want to start? Hey, Chad, where do you want to start? Because I promise you guys, you all have better ideas on how we could have made this better.
I think for me, I would have switched some of the orders. I would have some of those more legendary guys, CM Punk, Randy Orton, AJ Styles for certain. I would have tried to push them toward the end. I'd have tried to get the Doms. Dom took up 3 matches in John Cena's final tour. He had the match where he lost the title to John. He had a 6-man tag on Raw. I think it was like the next week, and then they fought again for the title at War Games, and Dom beat him.
If I look at the opponents Cena had throughout the year, I think AJ or Orton would have been okay as his final two. Whichever order would have been last, I think those two would have been fine as the last two.
Hmm.
Because you would have had one opponent that gave him his greatest matches, then the other one who was his greatest rival.
Hmm. Okay. Um, I think I gotta kind of agree with you. I think
It's like because the more I think about Cena and AJ's match, can you imagine that match I've set tonight in that crowd? What? That to me would have made Cena's retirement like arguably number one.
I think that would have definitely if he would have left if his final match was AJ Styles tonight, Mr. TNA versus, and then because we're still in a partnership, make it like a lumberjack match. Have them superstars surround the ring. And when AJ's winning, they're like, "Let's go, AJ!" But when Cena's winning the WWE Superstar, "Let's go, John!" Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? They're beating on the match like a dog, like the dog match, like the things that Mayweather used to have going on. The what they call it, the dog pound or whatever. Um, that would have all been fire. Lots of things they could have did. And I'm not blaming the WWE. They had some great ideas. I think Travis Scott, Logan Paul said they no showed him. So if their initial idea was to use Travis Scott, I don't think they're wrong for that. I think they're just going to get a lot of crap because they got put in a position. This guy no showed us. What are we going to do? Like what we had plans to keep using him. He ain't want to do the shit, which is something we weren't privy to at that time back then. So thank you for Logan Paul for kind of putting that out, whether it's true or not. But by putting that out, it lets us see like WWE has some curveballs thrown at them, and they had to pivot on the fly. Versus WWE just out here messing everything up. It really wasn't that. It could have been because you still didn't. The Rock still wasn't coming back. The Rock was the one who needed to come back. The Rock could have came back today and said, "Hey, I'm giving you back your soul. It never belonged to me. It belonged to these people," which is something John Cena said to him about his, you know what I'm saying? So that would have been pretty good if you could have had him in the building at least for that. Because also that music to Rock has is super iconic when it hits. It's just like you know what I'm saying? That's Young's hits. Them 19,000 in DC going crazy. Us in TV, I had my son out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here, man. It would have been crazy. Um, Avenger Joe Lamar, we all do, brother. We all want Vince. Mike Bones, who's a star under 40 who has the most potential to be the next franchise? Your next 1A, 1B, in my opinion, is Braun Breaker and Dominic Mysterio. Don't be surprised they headline
Yeah.
WrestleMania against each other the same way we watched John Cena and Randy Orton grow up together in the company, stay in the company, never leave the company, and they were greatest of rivals at one point. They're both the
Uh,
same age. They're both 28. Um, so I don't outside of that, I don't see anybody. I
and
see
then
people who could be
if I'm
stars.
gonna add someone from the women's division, I feel like you have to say Rhea. She's not even 30 yet.
And I would go with Roxanne more than Rhea. I, Rhea is a proven star, and I definitely agree with you. The thing is, Rhea might be going through her Rhea Hogan phase where people are like, we're kind of getting tired of you. Roxanne, on the other hand, has all the tools, and we watched her come up in NXT and be their longest reigning champion. They put her in the Royal Rumble the last year, the last Royal Rumble we just had, and she set the record for women's longest amount of time in a women's Royal Rumble. They then put her in the Elimination Chamber. Like they put her in some big time spots in 2025, and she delivered. Um, Liv even got hurt, filled the spot like that, no turning back. Uh, so on the female side, I'll say Roxanne more so than Rhea. I think Rhea's already there. She is the star, but she is under that age, so she definitely still qualifies. However, Rhea has already been in the limelight so much, people I think might be a little, she's doing plenty more championship runs, plenty, plenty, and you will not see her in the main event again, like unless something, you know, happens. Vinny said it best. Oba Femi. I just forgot about that. He looked every bit the part tonight. To watch him get his hand raised by Cody, and they're trying to see who's over, and Cody is a bloody mess. He got blood leaking all out in here. Oba looked like, man, I just put up my reps. You gonna do yours? And this man, you know what I'm saying? He got his title like,
Yeah, like young boy done
nah,
messed
man.
me up,
That
man.
man put a beating on him. And it was good. It was good to see. Cody needed that.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm mad about at the end of that, we did not need Cody to help with Drew. If since you squandered that, the thing that should have happened was Oba being like, "What are you?" Which started to happen. Oba, what are you doing? What are you doing? And Drew just pleaded his case, but pleaded it real aggressive, like he did, where you know what I'm saying. And Oba take him out because it hurts neither one of those guys, but it does a lot for Oba. Oba goes back down to NXT. He runs roughshod, and then he finally just drops the title. I have the way Austin did the Intercontinental title. Austin went to that bridge and chucked that shit in the ocean. Talking about he had bigger fish to fry. Went on to win the Royal Rumble and went on to WrestleMania 14, and history was made. I think Oba needs that. I don't. This kingdom is too small. I have my eyes set on bigger fish, and I don't know who you start him off with because you don't want to start too small. Like it's Oba Femi versus Tozawa. He'll never get to the main. He'll never get to
I
the
hate
world
I
title.
hate to say this person, but it might have to be Miz.
I'm so sick of people beating the shit out of Miz.
I'm sick of it too, but at the same time, that's the gatekeeper at this point.
Is he a gatekeeper though? When I hear gatekeeper, I think of a person that if you beat him, they put you into the bigger picture. If you lose, it's back down. You know, you still got some work to do.
I mean,
I don't know if they really have a gatekeeper.
I would think so. Not saying like the Miz puts like a good rub on anybody, on anyone or anything like that, but anyone who's lost to Miz, you don't really see them elevating their careers like that.
Oh man, Vinny, you just said a mouthful, brother. Pause. I read today Brock Lesnar is looking at potentially. They don't know. I don't know, but the potential is that he might leave us at SummerSlam. Then they had a picture of him and Roman, and they said WWE is interested in doing him and Roman, but no, do it like John Cena, no tournament, but Oba should be the guy that drops him. This is and him shaking Oba's hand is like, yo, this guy is that guy because Brock has been the most dominant for Brock is to the WWE what Shaq was in his prime into the NBA. No, there is no amount of marketing you can put on a person that's going to outdo what Brock Lesnar did because Brock Lesnar went to the UFC and actually dominated real fucking fighters
And was the champion.
and was the champion. You can't replicate that. Someone has to literally do it. Your best bets, Bobby Lashley, but where did he go? Pride, I think, or Strike Force, one of those two leagues like that.
Yeah, one of
That's not
those.
the league. That's not the Premier Combat League. It's a dope league. It's a very most people still can't even do what Bobby Lashley did. That's what made the Bobby Lashley Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? Like, this is interesting. You know what I'm saying? But what Brock did, to be honest, remember Brock had a sports science episode on him. It was like this dude, he moved different. He was just like dominant until he got beat by Cain Velasquez. Oh man, you can't replicate that type of press. Then when he come back and he bouncing around like he want to fight, what? I don't want no part of Brock Lesnar. First thing he did was break Triple H arm, break Shawn Michaels' arm. Uh, they had him break the streak. Did it do anything for Brock? Actually, it did. Because the first thing he did was squash John Cena afterwards. Suplex City was born. But did it do much for Brock? No. No, it didn't do much. It did a little something because everybody in there was in shock, like, but he really actually didn't need it. So I might be wrong in that part. It might not have done anything for Brock, to be honest, because he could have squashed any elite wrestler that night and it would have had the
Yeah,
same
I still
effect.
don't think to this day Brock didn't. It didn't need to be Brock to break it.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think I misspoke. Any elite wrestler, though. Remember he gave Randy them elbows? You can't You can't do for Brock Lesnar what Brock Lesnar didn't do for himself with skill, pure skill. So you have to whoever Brock loses to, and don't like when Goldberg squashed him. That was okay. We didn't see it coming, but it was kind of corny, low key, because you're squashing the Brock that Goldberg can't fight. Goldberg can't fight. He's not as athletic as now. If it would have been prime Goldberg and he would just came off his 173-0, I I'd be like, yeah, why not? He's being him raw athleticism. He's not a fighter. He's just a bulldozer. But old Goldberg, old Goldilocks ain't that shouldn't have happened. But Obafemi should be the guy because
And I agree.
yeah, and Brock they let them have a hard fought physical match, and Brock being like, and he shaking because when Cody beat him, it was like, man, don't nobody but Cody look like Cody look Cody don't look the part. He doesn't. He looks like he could wrestle. I'm not saying he shouldn't be champion. I would actually made him a 4-time champion, but he'd have never had a belt for more than 4 or 5 months. He'd have dropped it, and I'd have made his championship runs tougher. Because remember, me and Archie was talking about this. Cody will let anybody hit. Cody was out there every championship run. We're gonna be friends? Are you my friend? Are you gonna stay? All his competitors are about is never about someone being the best, and that's what's missing from this whole era. Once you brought in the Larry bracelet and the tribal and Olafala, the championship didn't matter no more. And Kobe was remember how he got into it with Kevin Owens? He was like, "You want a shot?" And Kevin Owens was sitting there. He's like, "Nah." Kobe will let anybody hit. Obo would be on another planet if they did that. Yeah, he would. I never put that together in my brain, brother. So salute to Vinny for putting that
If
out
Oba
there.
is the one, if let's say if it is Oba, and he retires Lesnar, that should immediately put him in the world title picture. Immediately.
It definitely would.
Immediately. If he does not have that right after, I'm gonna be sick.
No, don't do it right after. Make him wait till War Games, Survivor Series. Make him do it at the 4 majors. He needs to win it on one of them. So if he does that at SummerSlam, he got to avoid people. People are trying to avoid him. They're finishing out there. But War Games, do you want to face me in the cage? And you like, listen, you wait in line. And he'd be like, and he just grabbed that person. Like the way he stopped Cody on Friday Night SmackDown, he just put that arm out in front of him. Don't grab him. Just put the arm out in front of him. So when he hit it he'd be like, and he'd be like, do it look like I wait in line? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. You were talking to the ruler, the warrior.
I agree. Do
You know what I'm saying?
have him do what Lesnar did in one of his returns when Cena and Orton were feuding for the belt before they unified it. I remember Lesnar came back. He said, "Look, the line of who's next starts behind me. Anyone in that locker room got a problem? Could come see me right now."
He can go on a rage. People on camera talking shit. He can come out during their matches and just stops the match type of shit. Yeah. Oba is that guy. And Oba is the next crop of talent between Gunther, Dom, Braun Breaker, Oba Femi. It's amazing. But they got to be marketed right. Tonight was a slip up on WWE's behalf. Not the worst thing in the world they could have did, but it didn't help Oba Femi. I mean, it did. It did. Because we got to see a bloody Cody. And I don't even think that was intended to happen. Why make him bleed for the ear? It's not like he was working on the side of his head all night when he busted it open.
Yeah, but I don't doubt Cody's work ethic because he will do what's best for the cause if need be. We've seen him try that for Drew. They denied it. We can't even blame Cody for that.
So also Drew needs to get that belt because Cody just holding on to it. Look, I like Cody, but Cody ain't it, man. That Cody cutter is the worst move. It's not the worst move, but everyone can't have it. Javon Evans got it. He got it. Like
I'm gonna
everyone.
just be real. Javon Evans does the move way better than him.
Yeah, he's too athletic. Cody, you're not even built like Kobe. Built like he drinks on the weekends, heavy, nothing but beer. Not out of shape. He just doesn't look. He doesn't look like anybody you'd fear to be beating out all these guys. The Cody Cutter. No, no. Come on, man. But you definitely sell shirts. You definitely are still a title guy. I wouldn't tell him about the title picture, hell no. But I wouldn't have him be champion for more than 4 to 5 months. He be the guy that wins at WrestleMania, drops to the SummerSlam, or maybe he keeps it to the Survivor Series or September timeframe. You know what I mean? Something where he has decent little runs. You know, he beats some people. You know, he loses, but he wins too. He wins more than yeah. Cody's legit. It's just you're building him like he's Roman. Roman looks the part. Roman looks like he beats people up. Roman talk like it. Washington D.C. What do you want to talk about? Why are you still champion? But salute to Cody Rhodes, salute to CM Punk tonight, giving the belts to John Cena. Let me ask a question. Let me spin it back to Cena before we get up out of here. Would you have felt better if John Cena would have kept that world title all the way till tonight?
No, hell no.
He
No, you
lost
trying
it
to piss
tonight.
you trying to piss me off now? No.
Why not, brother?
Look, at the end of the day, even before this retirement announcement, Cena is still a part timer anyway. And I already have a thing with part timers having long title runs. I don't care if it's his final run. What's him holding that belt gonna do?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. To him holding the belt, every match is primetime television.
It would have
Cody
mattered
out here
more.
opening shows.
It would have mattered more if he was actually doing more dates. With the number of dates he had, what was really the point?
That's where you going with this, brother. This pizza is so good. I'm picking off of it. Um, okay. I'm only asking because in my brain, I low-key did want him to keep that belt until he lost it in his final match. And I didn't want that until tonight. And I'm just looking at it going, damn, it would have been dope if Cena would have came out as champ. Um, it would have made Cena like, damn, are they gonna because it would have reminisced a little bit of Brett, a little bit of the CM Punk deal. Is he gonna walk out as champion? Is he gonna leave the champ? Or which then allows you to let Cena win and then say, hey, we are out of a world champion. How are we gonna crown one? The Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is gonna do two things. Whoever wins the Royal Rumble becomes champion. And then that allows us to use the Elimination Chamber to determine the WrestleMania opponent. So we have time to kind of figure it out, a little extra time versus the normal. You win the Royal Rumble, you go on to win it. No, let's do it like 92 where Flair won. It puts the stakes at the Royal Rumble super high. We're about to have a new champion tonight. And it's going to come like, you know what I mean? When you get down to that final 8, that final 6, that final 4, and you're like, one of these guys is going to be the new world champion. Because last year it was Dom, Logan, Jey Uso, and John Cena. If those were the rules, you'd have been like, come on, John. You know what I'm saying? Come on, John. But this year, and that was the same Rumble with Seth, Punk, and Roman in it. And I damn sure thought they was gonna get to the final 4, and that didn't happen. So, yeah, I definitely I didn't think about this until I saw John come out for the final time. I do think WWE floundered in the ending of the event tonight. I don't think the match was that bad though. To be honest, I didn't expect much from it. I expected just to be okay. Please be okay. Let me sit center screen so you guys can see my beautiful face. Uh, but I do think that the end was really badly done. And I pray that John just had enough fun. When people start chanting this is bullshit, it's no good. That was not what John probably wants to hear in his final match. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how upset they are. They don't even care that they're stealing the show. You're literally hijacking this man's moment. You know, no one came there to be upset tonight. People expected him to lose. Some people expected him to win. But the way he went out, John Cena's not tapping out on his last time out. I don't give a damn who it is. Let him pass out. Never give up. Because now in his Hall of Fame speech, he could say, I never gave up. Nah, the last time you saw me, you knew what I did, guys. I had to go get them nachos. My stomach was, I had the bubble guts. I had to get up out of there. No, it's not. And yeah, he was smiling. Like, remember when Roman got pinned by Cody at WrestleMania? He was smiling. But to let the camera, like, come on, man, it's a tap out. This is supposed to be a painful, excruciating thing where you can't get out of it. And I just can't do it anymore, guys. Like, yeah, that was bad. Um, and then the wrestlers coming out was corny. I really thought it was corny.
You
I
thought the
think
wrestlers coming
them
out
trying
was
to give
corny?
him titles, huh?
You thought the wrestlers coming out was corny? Like to give him his
Yep.
final like bar?
Yep. So it was super corny. I would have liked them to stand up back the stage like they do for deaths, unfortunately, but and just all clap and walk down, and then they part like the Red Sea and let John Cena through. I would have much rather, and him shook hands all the way down. So when like people depart Navy vessels, that's what they do. When they depart Navy after their tour is over, they'll like line up, and the bosun will go there with his bosun pipe, like. But it's longer than that. And as the person's walking, those notes are playing, and everyone's saluting. And it would have been dope to see everyone saluting because that was John Cena's thing too. So it's not like, you didn't have to take a page from the military as far as, all of that. But people lining up and then just cleared the way for John Cena. And then his music hits when he starts walking. My time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. Da, da. And everyone just saluting. Just salute John Cena on his way out, bro. No need to clutter the ring. No need to try to give him titles that he didn't earn. That doesn't even have his name plate on him. You earned it, man. Then get y'all corny asses out of here.
That was why I didn't like that they handed him the belts like that. I was like, if it was them giving him his own versions of the belt with his nameplates to keep, cool. It wasn't even that. That's why I thought that portion was corny.
Yeah. They did have presented him with a title, an illustrious a new title.
Yeah, like you could have done like one of his signature joints, but like an exclusive one to him.
Imagine him getting a title called Never Give, like it says Never Give Up, got the WWE logo. The Never Giving Up is written on a big 17. Like you know how like there's this big plate. This big plate is just a 17. And then this WWE says Never Give Up. And then he has John Cena plates. You know what I mean? Right there. And then it's like, yo, you got your own Never Give Up, bro. And the fact that wouldn't have gave up, he would have just passed out. I never, and then him trying to say it too as he's walking, like, I didn't give up, bro. They're like, no, you didn't. You're the true guy, bro. The ref stopped it because you would have never gave up. That's that to me, something along those lines. Tonight, what we got, scale of 1 to 10 is like a 3 or 4. I don't want to do the scale because it sounds worse than it is, but I was okay with the match until that point. I really was. That smile, that tap, then all the wrestlers flooding the ring. I was just going through to stop one of them and choked him. What are you coming out here for? You not congratulating me? Put him to sleep. Um, but I do think there was a level of respect that should have been paid to John Cena. But I'm gonna be honest, man, there's a lot of superstars that have left the WWE and they didn't get retirement tours. Do they all deserve one?
Not all, but I think there were some that deserved that.
No.
And I
So
was
I'm
speaking to
not.
someone prior to it, and the person was telling me how I've never seen a wrestler get this type of treatment Cena's getting.
No.
And she wasn't saying it in a way to say he doesn't deserve it, but to only see him get that and not others before him have gotten that is to her was like that's messed up.
I can see how people think that. When people say Johnson is the GOAT, like, you didn't watch wrestling that long.
No, look, there's a reason why I've been quiet with the whole Cena retirement. He is not my GOAT. He didn't do much for me. I'm just gonna be very transparent. During his run, I stopped watching wrestling for a majority of it. He was part of that reason. But I understand other people are into other things. There were people that were entertained by him, and I'm happy for those people who were entertained by him. He did not do it for me.
Funny you say that. Got a guy in the comments talking the same kind of thing. We're approaching 2019 WWE levels of bad.
Mm.
I mean, that's a lot of time where people tuned out. It was under the Cena run. So if Shawn Michaels gets credit with the WWE on his watch not being good, John Cena takes some of that cake too. However, I'm not gonna take anything from Cena. He was the face of the company for a long time. I'm happy that Gunther got to. They said it too. He's the killer of careers. Happy for what this does for Gunther. I hope they don't squander Gunther. The crowd chanting "You tapped out" is WWE's buyer's remorse on having him tap out to Jey Uso. Anything
That,
could have did better than tapping out
that
to Jey
that
Uso.
was
He
the
could have
only,
pinned
that
him.
was the one chant during that match I didn't like Gunther was getting.
You
That was
tapped
a
out. Yeah, it's
like yeah.
bad.
I'm like yeah he did, but at this point it's like we're kind of past that now.
But people still remember because Jey Uso didn't go on to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you tapped out to Jey Uso really rapidly. So I don't know. Overall though, I like the event. I like the Saturday Night Main event. I expected a lot more. What I take away from it, Obafemi, we're looking for you, buddy. See, we're looking for you. Javon Evans and Leon Slater. It's a shame that Leon Slater is not on the WWE roster. He's on TNA, but TNA decided a big deal. So salute to them. And Leon Slater looks like $1,000,000.
Yeah,
So they'll be doing great things over there. Um, he's got a band of the first classes over there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys over there that he can work with and have phenomenal matches. And if the partnership continues, great. Um, Javon Evans, another future guy. Another future guy. I don't see him being a world champion on the level of John Cena, but I think he gets the RVD Jeff Hardy kind of treatment. He'll have a few title runs. As long as he can stay healthy.
yeah.
That
I
moveset
see him getting
is
like a Jeff Hardy type of run.
yeah. Yeah. He's very comparable to Jeff Hardy. Nothing wrong with that. That's a thing. Dragon Lee is getting the Ray Phoenix push. They forgot they signed Ray Phoenix and gave it to Dragon Lee. Then they saw that they still had Ray Phoenix on the roster. I was like, oh shit, you here? Forgot about you. I thought we missed the opportunity. So salute to Dragon Lee. Looks like $1,000,000 now. He got revitalized since they put him back with AJ Styles. And AJ looked good. AJ looked good tonight.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate AJ said this is pretty much his last year too. So Brock, rumors are circulating. AJ already said this is his last year. Cena just wrapped up earlier this year or late last year. Cena said I only got 2 or 3 more years left. So either the very beginning of this year or it was last year. So that's a year or two left versus 2 or 3 because it's a whole year off. And he already doesn't wrestle a lot anyway. The Usos are like 39. Drew's like 40. CM Punk is 46. Cody's like 40. Seth Rollins is 39.
a lot of them are at least 40. A lot of them.
Yeah, they're all right in that pushing 40 or they are 40 or
Yeah,
40 plus. So that whole class should be leaving. So we definitely need to see the more Braun Breakers, Bronson Reeds,
yeah,
your Doms, your Carmelo Hayes. He's been getting a large, So I look for these guys to definitely be pushed here in the near future.
yeah.
Dominic Braun Breaker, um, yeah, Obafemi. So any any last any last thoughts, Gamaj, before we get up out of here?
Uh, no, I think everything I need that had to be said has been said. If I keep going, the Cena disrespect will start. This is not the night for me to want to do that. So I want to end this in a good note and just say Cena for entertaining a lot of people for these 23 years.
I
Thank you
agree.
for that. Even though I was not one of them, but thank you for that.
Yeah, tap in with me, Hall Priest Universe. Y'all know if you like hip hop, entertainment, movies, and entertainment, we'll be live this Sunday. I'm officially out of class till January 19th. I go back. My next course is gonna be worse, man. I got like, chemistry. Anyway, um, but I also want to say this, man. Probably tomorrow I'll go live again to kind of like let this simmer out, talk about it again. Um, that's why at least my hope is. But
Yeah, because I definitely want to see the post show. Because I know some people in the
yeah,
chat
I
were
definitely want to
saying
watch
they
that
were
too.
going crazy on Triple H.
Yeah. But salute to John Cena, man. Regardless of the ending pissing me off, until that I thought it was good. I thought Saturday Night Main Event has a lot of potential if done right. I think the order of matches matter. I think Bailey should go first. Get your matches. We don't, you know, that match really didn't.
Like,
We
you know
knew it was
what?
going to be high.
I'll be fair and say this. This may have been one of the better Saturday Night Main events they've done throughout the year. So I will give them that. But they got work to do.
Yeah, 100%. I think they should go to a 5-6 match format for one. Um, but yeah, they got work to do. And hopefully they get some injury guys back. You know, we saw Kevin Owens tonight hugging John Cena. We know he's been out there the whole year since the Royal Rumble. When he had the championship match with Cody Rhodes, hell of a match. Uh, you know, but I do want to say with John Cena, phenomenal talent. The WWE is going to look a little different. I'm not gonna say it's a lot different because John Cena was losing his last few matches before he made that retirement speech about, you know what I'm saying? Let's not act like John Cena in the last 5 years has been dominant. No, John Cena has been a shell of himself. The thing about it is he'll no longer be participating in a wrestling format. Uh, so hopefully he can help them with the writing and the creative decisions.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know how good John is.
he did say he signed a 5-year deal to be their ambassador. It was either
Mm-hmm.
5 or 3, but I think it was 5. So it's not like he's really going away.
So I look forward to it. Outside of that, eyes peeled for Gunther. You submitting John Cena puts him where? John Cena was just the last champ. Expect Gunther to get a title shot very soon. Maybe going into the Royal Rumble, you can only have one guy win. And with Braun Breaker in there, you got Roman Reigns, you got some of the guard in there. And this might be one of your last years. You could do any of the old guard matches where it's like Seth, Roman, Rock, any of those older guys, the 40 plus. So if we're gonna do something with them, that's the time. Or you can strike gold, take the risk. One of your younger talents. Remember WrestleMania 30, I think it was, you put Roman in there and he almost seemed too green to be in there with Rock. And he did the cash in with Seth Rollins, right? Um, I look forward to it. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think Saturday Night Main Event was cool, but ultimately, a lot of storylines got to go. Let's see who this masked man is. You know, no one really talked about that tonight. I did see it in the comments earlier, but that means it's getting stale. That means it's getting stale. So that fast, the world was buzzing about it. That fast. Oh snap! What are you talking about? The mask man? You talking about the mask singer? No, the guy who was curb stomping people. Oh yeah, him. I forgot. So, salute to them. Hope they get that right. But you got anything else, Gamaj?
No, I'm good.
Fat. We've taken about an hour and a half of your time. Make sure that you tap in with us Mondays and Fridays. We do the SmackDown and Raw recaps. Wednesday we do the Wednesday Night Wars. We're trying to get it back to where if we can get people back to draft and the draft, we can get started with season 2. So if you're not a member, as you see, like how you look in the chat, you see a green name. That's Vinny. He is a member. We get more green names, we will draft you. That is your chance. Wednesday will be your chance to come on the show under a team, and we get to debate topics in a team format. So look forward to that, but we need more members to do it. So we'll do a real draft. It'll look if you go back on the channel, go on videos and look for Wednesday Night War draft to put in the search. and you'll see that we went above and beyond to do that. So, yeah. Until next time, though, hit the notification bell, hit the like, hit the share. We appreciate everybody tapping in. Salute to John Cena. You know what I'm saying? The click is in the building, Vinny. You know what it is. It is Gamaj, your favorite wrestler's favorite podcast. If you think they're famous, see if Gamaj got a picture with them. Otherwise, they're not as famous as you think they are. And y'all know what it is. It's me, the undisputed podcast champion of the world, King HP. Tune in. Till next time. Love y'all. Peace.